Slani everybody, I am Corvus Bruxo Luggenikos and this is Starting Out Solitary. This week's topic, is about borrowing non-pagan beliefs for our practice or our craft, to which I have mixed feelings. Basically, I'm always fond of intention, motivation, and history or a precedent, not president. Basically, historically, this has happened before. There are syncretism between pagan beliefs or pre-Christian beliefs and Christian beliefs and some other systems, but it has been done out of necessity or out of mix of cultures or whatsoever. The most or the clearest example would be American voodoo, which mixes the African voodoo with the Catholic saints, and this was done in order to in order for the slaves to avoid their masters to know that they are practicing their African religion, while they were forbidden to keep practicing it. So they disguised their spirits or their deities or their whatsoever as Catholic saints, so they wouldn't know that they're praying and petitioning different entities. So this is something that I have no problem with. The problem that I have with eclecticism in general, and this applies to borrowing non-pagan beliefs, is when not out of necessity or historical period, because for example in the age of witchcraft, of historical witchcraft, there were blendings just because the cultural paradigm shifted, not for any other reason, in which pagan beliefs were Christianized or demonized, and then satanic practitioners had customs or folk customs were very pagan, but they were ignorant that they were doing something pagan. For them it was a Christian custom or their town folk custom or a satanic custom or a devil worshipping custom. So it's not like the issue that I have with eclecticism, and is when eclectic witches basically treat cultures and pantheons like if they were the kingdoms of Game of Thrones, and it's like, I like this kingdom, and I like this kingdom, and I like this kingdom, and this kingdom would beat that kingdom because one is fire and the other is water. And why do I have to choose? I don't know, why should the spirits and gods would ask you to compromise and to give a certain exclusivity to them in exchange of their favors? I don't know. I have no idea why a god or a spirit would say, worship me above all the others and I will grant you more things than the others. Who would think that? So basically that's the issue that I have with borrowing non-pagan beliefs for your pagan witchcraft or your pagan path. I also have an issue with trying to impose the term pagan or witchcraft to communities that aren't comfortable with the term. That happens a lot, for example, with people that say, oh no, for me Shinto is a pagan religion and I'm gonna keep calling them pagan. And you have the Shinto community telling, okay, I understand your European-centric point of view, but I honestly feel offended when someone calls me pagan. And the European-centric white guy or gal is like, okay, you feel offended, but I don't care, I will keep calling you pagan, not only in my private circle, which I can do whatever I want, I will keep doing it to your face because I don't care your feelings or your cultural context. Mine is more important. That's something I can't stand. And that's something that Tara briefly addressed when she says that some people consider it a cultural appropriation. I don't consider it cultural appropriation, but I consider that one should respect every community's or individual's choice of language, terminology, and self-identity. But yeah, basically, I have no problem with it. If you have a reason for it, if you have different, if you're of mixed race, or your parents are of different religions, or there's a particular tradition or custom that you feel is very connected to your own religion's practice, but it's easier to practice in the other religion's way rather than in yours because you're in a different country or whatever. It's a perfectly reasonable thing to do, and we do it all of the time. What I don't like is that you do it just because, yeah, you can, no one can stop you, you have no reason why, you disrespect the community that practices that tradition particularly or has that particular belief, and yeah, you're a white guy or girl who can do whatever they can or they want, and nobody can stop them. So yeah, why not? I like my pagan path, but I like this belief that I want to adopt for no reason why, not because it's going to be more useful in magical practice, not because I feel a connection to that belief because of my roots or my practice or my family context or the country that I live in. No, it's something that I can do, and I'm gonna do it despite being disrespecting somebody doing it in some manner. If you do it respectfully and you have a news for it or a reason for it, and you do it in a respectful way, and you keep respecting the pure form, quotation marks, the pure form of that belief or the native form of that belief, you keep respecting it and promoting it in its natural form rather than in your blend or mix or whatever. Why not? We do it all of the time. I like this mixture of Satanism, of pagan demonized things, and I use satanic imagery with folk customs imagery, with the pagan pre-Christian form of that tradition, belief, custom, whatsoever. So in my witchcraft, I do it because I want to recover that age, that stage of magical practice of my ancestors, rather than having the pure pagan form that I may practice, for example, when practicing my Orthodox religion. And I do it. I borrow from different beliefs all of the time, but not when I'm practicing an Orthodox form, and never disrespecting or disregarding the original or natural or native form of that belief. And that's all. This has been longer than I wanted it to, but whatsoever, we'll see each other next Wednesday. Please tell us what you think, or tell me what you think in the comments down below. I'm really interested in having your thoughts poured into that section. Thanks for watching. May the day watch over you all, guys, and bye.